if you want to get an idea how biased Pravda 1 or CNN is, I call them Pravda 1. They probably should be Pravda 3 or 4. ABC should be Pravda 1. But, so I'm looking at the CNN website right now. Donald Trump has secured the release of 3 Americans held in North Korea as part of the North Korean nuke deal. They've landed in Alaska. Fox is running live. Fox is probably overdoing it, but I'm on CNN's homepage. Here's the head story. Ford shuts down production of the F 150 because one of their suppliers had a fire. Ford puts a muzzle on the Mustang GT because it's too loud. See what else. You've got the attorney for Stormy Daniels is talking about Trump's attorney's bank account. Why he has access to Trump's attorney's bank account is a violation of attorney-client privilege, and what the FBI seized when they raided Trump's attorney is now in the hands of an opponent's attorney. I think that's probably should be a scandal too. I mean, if you're a Democrat who is suing a Republican, you have access to the president's attorney's banking information. If it shows up in Congress, that's one thing, but I don't think Stormy Daniels' attorney should know what's going on with Trump's personal attorney's bank account. I don't know, identity theft, prosecutorial misconduct. I think it's pretty shocking, and it's basically a political attack. Here's the crime. Hillary Clinton lost. Donald Trump committed a crime by winning the presidency. The Democrats think it's illegal for them to lose. That's what's really going on. Once again, let's go back to CNN, the yellow journalist sites. Let's go back to their homepage. They have multiple stories on Ford. Once again, 3 American prisoners have been released from North Korea, have landed in Alaska, and are on their way to Washington, D.C. If this was Trump, huge story. They're running a story about an explosion. Apparently, the volcano in Hawaii went off in 1924. Is that going to be a repeat? CNN is really running a story about the NFL and what they're doing about what teams are doing about their quarterback issues. Once again, 3 American hostages that were held in North Korea, touchdown in America, have been released. It's a positive story for Donald Trump, cannot be talked about. Now, Trump did repeal the Iranian nuke deal, probably because we gave them $150 million and didn't require that they stop supporting terrorism, didn't require that they stop working on ballistic missiles that are capable of reaching potentially the United States, and there was no verification that they got rid of their nukes. And in 6 years, they can re-begin their nuke production and have the ballistic missiles to hit the United States. That's the reason he stopped the deal. But never mind that. The only reason pro the deal is that Boeing and other companies would get a cut of the $150 million we were giving the Iranians. But once again, that wasn't put in stone. They just got $150 billion. And it is incredible when you realize, I'm not saying the hostages being released are the only story, but I am on their main page and I'm having trouble finding it. So I'm going over to their political page. Let's see what they have. They have the Michael Cohen agreed to pitch promise across, basically the leaked Michael Cohen bank accounts, something that should never be made public. And if it was a Democrat, they would not be talking about it. I have gone through the first top of the page, not there. The summit's going to be handled in possibly Singapore. Everything snapshot Iran deal. Oh, so third story down, center of the page, third down from top of fold. Here is the 3 Americans have been released. No video, no connections. But it's not on the homepage. You have to go to the political page, and then you have to look for it. That is not something that would be happening if the Democrats got 3 American hostages released. The bias is pretty obvious. I think we all know it. But it's still funny. I mean, I think it's a major story. But you're watching Tim's TV. 3 American hostages have been released. Win, win, win for Donald Trump. I'm not sick of winning yet, but let's keep going. I want to keep this winning thing going. Thank you, Mr. President, for getting the hostages released. Thank you, Mr. President. We're moving in a direction to reduce the number of nuclear powers in the world by one. Thank you very much. And you're heading towards that Nobel Peace Prize. Once again, President Trump, I want to thank you, and I want to offer you a Tim's TV Peace Prize, a Timmy Prize. You're going to get a Timmy, Mr. President. We'll set up time, date later. But congratulations, you're nominated, and you've got the inside track for a Timmy. Thank you.